Hey everybody, this is Passionate About Music Education and I'm Rachel Hardman. And in today's episode we're going to talk about fixing the department and looking for development. As musicians, we're always aspiring to improve our playing, improve our technique, improve our repertoire, improve our performances, our concert performances, and that also then translates into our teaching, where we always want to improve our lessons, our lesson planning, the resources we use, the experience the children have in the classroom, our band program, our concert program, our choir program, and we're always looking to develop. And that's a very natural thing for musicians to do, educators to do that, and of course business leaders and professionals working in other industries. One thing to do, particularly if you're going into a new department and you're fixing it, is look for what's missing. Look for what isn't working or hasn't worked or is missing. That means don't get rid of what is working, because if you've inherited an amazing band program, you don't want to scrap that, but you also maybe want to have your own identity in a department. So it's like, what is missing? What experience are the children missing out on, in your opinion? It might be that they're not doing enough composing and they're not getting that opportunity to maybe play more than one instrument in the classroom. So the new school that I've gone into, they did a lot of work on steel pans, but they weren't getting an experience of any other instruments. They weren't playing keyboards and they weren't playing recorders and they weren't doing other general music activities. They weren't getting a chance to see what a trumpet looked like, let alone play it and see whether they wanted to learn it. So it really is looking for those opportunities to expand the musical experience for your students. My other piece of advice is, though, if you're going to fix the department and you're going to start looking for areas of growth and development, is that you don't keep adding constantly to your timetable and to your work commitment, because that's how we get burnt out. If we just keep going yes, suddenly you've got 5 lunch times, 5 before schools, 5 after schools, 30 classes a week, and you are just swamped and you can't keep up, and you just get exhausted because there's just so much to do, and you're rushing around trying to photocopy music or find music or lesson plans and then share it with your class, and the photocopy is broken, and these things can really try us if we put too much. So my suggestion would be is to look at the school year and to break it into 3 chunks and say, this term I'm going to work on fixing the classroom experience for year 7, and next term I'm going to look at offering more opportunity for solo performance work, and I'm going to do an informal tea time concert, and in the summer term I'm going to enhance the opportunity for choral work by maybe, instead of the choir singing a traditional concert, they work on a musical or a little mini musical and perform that. Whatever it is that you want to change, try and change one aspect at a time over each term. And you might find that when you go into the second term that you have to let go of areas that aren't working or haven't worked or aren't serving the next stage. So you're not just continuously adding. It is a danger in education, in any profession, or maybe even in our own personal lives, to keep adding to our workload, to keep saying yes. But sometimes you have to say no to areas that aren't working anymore, and substitute them or change them or swap them, or cancel something. It's okay to have a group for a term. It's okay to say, well, this topic or this keyboard club I've been running doesn't work, but I want to change it to something else. So those are fine, but try not to, in terms of making sure that you have your self-care time and that you have your balance of work and life, that you don't keep adding and taking on more and more and more, because that's how we get to burnout and stress. So it's really important for our department to grow and for it to become your vision of where you'd like it to go, and you have to sit down and strategically plan how you're going to fix or develop or improve, and look at areas that maybe aren't well served. Are we giving enough variety of music to the classroom? Are we having that diversity? Whatever it is that you feel passionately about, make sure that you don't try and do all of them in September. Save something for October or November. Try not to fix it all in one go, because however passionate and determined you are to make a huge impact, you will make a huge impact. But you also need to make sure that you have enough stamina and enough self-care to maintain it all the way through, not just that year, but ongoing. Because remember, we're doing this as a career, and we don't want to be burnt out every 2-3 years. So whatever you fix this year, I'm sure it'll be a huge success and your students will greatly appreciate it. But remember to keep a balance too. If you like this video, or you would like any other advice on any other topics, of course, leave a comment in the comment box, share and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you soon. My name is Rachel Hardman, and this is Passionate About Music Education.